were talking a lot of like wrestling stuff before we started this, and yeah, it's still. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, what do you feel about it? In all honesty, wrestling.
Well, in all of my honest opinion, I can say that I am an avid wrestling fan.
I've become that much of a wrestling fan. I have to be disappointed with it, which isn't really a good thing to say. But there you go. I still remember, because I told you that, yeah, Cena cut his Willy Wonka promo in the Land of Chocolate, and you got
Yes.
that.
Straight away.
Which is amazing. Ooh, are we ready, by the way? Are we ready to do this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Lounging Out. It's been a while since we've done this, and we've changed the theme a little bit. Normally we do it as a Discord call, but we're trying out this video.ninja. So this is like a running test, which is great, because I want to use this for the podcast for LSW. So this is like a running test. Let's see how it goes. And everybody, my guest is Pudsey on camera.
It has taken 6 whole years to be on a podcast, but I'm finally on one. Hey everybody, this is Puds99 coming to you live from the UK, and welcome to the Lounging Out podcast. This is the only face reveal you're getting, so cherish it.
Yes, and respect the sunglasses. So yes, everybody, welcome to Lounging Out. This is a podcast show which we can talk a bunch of bullshit, but we have a good time with it. There's a fast round challenge, and just have a good time. Savor the moment. And
Savor it.
And you picked this topic. I'll tell you what, when you told me about this topic, I was like, absolutely. This fits me so bloody well. And it's called Neurodiversity. I had to actually look up stuff about this, and it was like it focuses on the 3 main things, which is of course autism, ADHD, and dyslexia. I did not know about that. So
That's right.
This is an amazing thing to talk about. So kudos to Pudsey for that one.
Well, you are most welcome.
And to everybody here, welcome in. It's great to have you on board. This is a lot different than my standard game time stuff, so I do apologise if I don't read everybody's chat. Just thought I'd let you know that. And remember, when this episode's done, it will be uploaded to YouTube, and not only that, on the official Lounging Out Spotify, or as my friends call it, Spoofy.
And if you're following on my YouTube channel, this will also be added to my collabs video playlist, so you'll be able to watch it there too.
Legend! Ooh, that's great. Spread the love, spread it out there. Does not sound right, but I don't care. So I did have to look up some stuff about diversity as well, and I found this, by the way. I just like a little small brief description on what it is, because I've told you basically the 3 things, and well, this bit here, basically, neurodiversity is the concept that neurological differences such as autism, ADHD, dyslexia, and other cognitive variations are natural and valuable aspects of human diversity. It challenges the idea that these conditions need to be fixed, and instead promotes acceptance, inclusion, and support for different ways of thinking and processing information. Was a mouthful there, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You sounded like you had trouble reading that.
Yeah. I tell you what, because I have autism and that, and I have learning difficulty on that, and it's tough. It's tough because I've lived with it all my life. I've lived with it all my life, and I don't like it.
Fair enough.
Have you had to live with differences that that you still live with, and you're like, oh, I wish I was better, but I mean, 'cause...
Well, I have found out throughout my lifetime, I do sometimes have a good remembrance of things, and sometimes I say things that I'm not supposed to, but I say them anyway, and I'm not aware that it offends the person. So if I'm not told, then I usually just say whatever's on my mind, a bit like my father actually, which, by the way, Dazzy, I know you're listening in on this. Hello, how's it like to have a famous daughter? But yeah, I've had some few difficulties in my life too.
But yeah, no, because I get that as well. Like they're like, I used to have like, oh my god, well, I still have them, where like I get like, what's the word, meltdowns, where things aren't really going very well.
Oh yeah, I have those too.
I used to have like proper meltdowns if things don't really go my way. Like sometimes in life, I have to schedule things so I'm not completely oh no, what the heck, like that, really.
Yeah.
And I've lived with that.
I mean, I'm very well organised and a good timekeeper as well, so I like my schedules as much as anybody.
Yeah.
If things are out of whack, fine, I can adapt to it. But if it's something that's out of my control, obviously I'm going to be a bit miffed. But if someone explains to me why it's gone out of control, then sure, I'll respect that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I think, structure is great for autistic people as well, because, yeah, we do get meltdowns, and I know that. I don't know if it's an ADHD thing, and I'm actually want to get tested for that as well, because I think I do actually have it. I do have some ADHD qualities, and they're like, because there are some autistic qualities I've got, and then I've also got some ADHD qualities that I've got. I'm like, how have I not been tested for ADHD yet?
Well, I think it's a good idea that you should find out if you have it or not, because I know a couple of places do offer like testing.
I don't remember when I got diagnosed, by the way, but I do remember.
Oh, I do.
Oh, please.
So I know that I said that I've been born with it throughout all my life. Well, my folks didn't find out until around 2005 when I was still in primary school.
Really?
Now, I don't remember my first primary school, but my folks do. They say I've been bullied to no end, swirlies, the whole lot. And obviously I don't remember any of that because I was too young to anyway. So my folks said, okay, let's find her one of those special ed schools to put her into. So they put me towards a nursery nearby the town somewhere. And I still vividly remember clutching onto my mum's leg, crying my eyes out, saying, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. This is a new place. I don't like it here. But I did eventually walk up to the place. I transitioned through nursery up to primary. And then I got sent over to a neighbouring secondary school, also with some special ed stuff. And then went to their connected sixth form college. Didn't bother going to uni because, well, student loan stories. I've heard a couple. And so, yeah, that's about it, really.
Wow. The only thing I can remember from, like, my childhood, because, now tell me if I'm wrong about this, but I've also lived with a stammer or a stutter. It was worse when I was a kid.
Oh, a stutter.
Yeah, I've lived with it for my whole life. You know what? Back then, it was worse than this. I couldn't even get straight sentences out. Like, that's how bad it was. Where I had to go to, like, speech and language therapy because of it. And it got me to, I can't remember, but they were, like, making me say different words, some very difficult ones, very easy ones, showed me videos of other kids having stutters, and I'm like, wow, I'm glad I'm not the only one. But again, I don't know if that's part of neurodiversity, but it'd be kind of cool if it is, though. It would be kind of cool if it is, but no, like, I had to do a lot. I mean, because, yeah, when I went to school, like, oh god, this is when I actually started secondary school, actually.
Oh
boy. You know when basically you're that loner kid?
Oh, yeah.
on break time, I would always be the kid literally just sat on a wall doing nothing. And I was upset. I just looked down and I was like, I really don't want to be here because people are looking at me. And it you know what, it did make me cry. And then like I know that one of the teachers asked me if I was okay, and then she took me to this place. I don't even know if they do these anymore, but it's called learning support.
Oh, I think my secondary school had something similar to that.
Yeah, like I had it. I went to so because of that I went to learning support every lunchtime, every break time, because I met these great people there. And you know what, ironically, I'm still friends with one of them, and it's been over 20 years, like 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and I still talk to him. And
Oh, that's wonderful.
and you all may know him, by the way, his name's Chris Dynamite, or Dynamite, which
Hell yeah.
and if it wasn't for Dynamite, I wouldn't have met Viper. And they've got autism straight up. So when I told them about that, it's like, oh, that's really cool that you're talking about that. Yeah, I didn't even make the suggestion, Pussy did, which is amazing. And it fits well because I've also, like, because my child, bless her heart, she's got worse autism than me, hands down.
Ah.
And I was wondering because I was like, wow, she's not developing at a normal age. We actually had to look up what was wrong or what was up. There's nothing wrong, by the way. When you're autistic, you're bloody creative, in my opinion.
Hell yeah. I've got a creative mind that I've used to create a bunch of stories with Mr. H, who I know is going to listen to this podcast later.
Yeah.
So, Mr. H, I love you loads. I'll see you Monday.
Yeah. It wasn't just autism that she's got. There's a thing called, I think it's called type 22q deletion syndrome. I believe it's called that.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
It's a very complex thing, but all I know is that because of it, she's a year and a half behind on development, bless her heart. She still struggles to get her speeches out. There was a lot of autistic traits raising her like that, and I'm like, wow, that she's, even then, you know, she's my little pride and joy. I love her to bits, I really do. But
for sure.
But it's just really cool that, you know, that, because everybody talks to me about that, and they go, why? Like, because you're an autistic dad and you're taking care of an autistic child who's got like not say worse conditions, but like she's got more conditions than you have, and yet you're still carrying on. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing the best I can. I am literally doing the best I can.
Yeah, my folks have been there for me throughout my tough journeys throughout my young childhood. Some say that I've matured way before the other kids. That's half in thanks to my folks, because I also remember from my nursery school, I accidentally picked up their foul language, and I remember saying it in the nursery, and I said,
no.
"Oh, that is wrong. You're going on the sad face." They had like a face rating system there, from what I remember.
Yeah.
And obviously, as a young kid, I didn't understand because, well, that's how my parents spoke. So why am I not allowed to say it here? But now that I'm older, obviously, I've incorporated it as part of my speech.
Wow.
And I still remember my folks tried to, stop me from using rude language when I was younger also. I even still remember my folks tried to do the old put your soap in the mouth and try to get it clean tactic.
Oh my god, that thing. You better wash your mouth out with soap because that's disgusting language you got there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's just mental. That's mental. Glad we never had that. We, like, back then, we just got a slap on the wrist if we said something bad. You can't get away with that now, I'll be honest with you. And like, you know, when you're at a young age and then, oh God, when you're at a young age and you're autistic or ADHD or whatever, and you start learning what swear words are, but you don't know what they are. That's the learning difficulty side coming out kind of thing.
Yeah,
I remember because I watched the South Park movie. And we're gonna
the South Park movie is hilarious.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're a cocksucking ass looking Uncle Fucker.
Oh, I love that one. I still have
South
the
Park
DVD of that.
ruined me. Oh God. And I can't complain. You know, I'd like to thank them for my weird vocabulary, for my interesting vocabulary, my questionable vocabulary.
And I blame from watching American cartoons when I was younger of me incorporating a slight American accent, because I accidentally speak in an American accent even whilst I was at school, and I say, "Oh, are you American?" and I keep having to remind them, "No, I am British."
You know, I always get that as well. I get the like, you don't sound British, and I don't. I mean, there are moments I do, sometimes I don't, but I'm a mess. I call it that, really. And I just realised we kind of just went off topic there because we just. I'm pushing the button. I'm saying it now. We've gone off topic. I'm so sorry for that. I just feel like we just got off topic there. But in a funny sense, man. In a funny sense. I had to look up as well some more autistic things, by the way, because I found this thing called, like, what is autism? So autistic people may act in a different way to other people. Find out how to understand how other people think and feel. Find things like bright lights or sound noises overwhelming, stressful or uncomfortable, get anxious or upset about unfamiliar situations and social events. Takes longer to understand information, which is true.
Yes.
Whoa! I just got whoa! Thank you so much, by the way, to Rebel Queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much.
Wow!
Thank you
Look
so much.
at you, Rebel.
And we're on a hype train as well. Thank you again.
Oh, let's go.
Much thanks indeed. But yeah, no, I find that great. Because there are actually some autistic traits that I have here. But there are autistic traits I don't have. Like, for example, like bright lights or loud noises. I'm so used to that. I'm a musician, for God's sake. I kind of have to be used to that. And the bright lights, if you look in here, like, I can literally light this room up like a Christmas tree if I wanted to. So I guess it's like, you know, there are moments where I'm like, yeah, I don't have that autistic trait. That's interesting. I mean, because, like, what autistic traits do you have?
Well, I know that the things I do not like are being overcrowded too much, like, say, crowding around my personal space. And I do not like places that are too loud. I mean, I've been in the London Underground tube before, and that is fine because I expect that place to be busy anyway. But if I'm literally crowded up and it's way too noisy, that is a no-go for me.
Wow.
And bright lights I do not mind. But if it's like constant flashing, I don't like. So every year when we put our festive lights up, I always put it on the slow blinker instead of the fast blinking, because, well, the fast blinking just puts me off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you know, you just triggered a memory of my first experience in London when I was little, and it was like some sort of weird festival that went on, but it was so overcrowded. They were like, I felt like they were invading my personal space, and I was just cringing. I was just being like, Mom, I don't want to be here. Like I feel like, I don't know if that's when she figured it out, or maybe she figured it out and not realized that she figured it out. Oh, and before we go as well, Quacky, thank you so much for subscribing as well. That really means a lot.
Quacky!
And look at that, everybody. level 2. We're still on a level 2 hype train. Thank you very much again.
Nice.
Legend. Thank you. But no, I remember when I was young and that happened to me. And like my mum could see that I was upset. I was just like, oh my god, please don't, not now. And I don't know if I still get those now. I think I must have been like when I was young. Because now I'm like, I mean, if it's a crowd, I get used to it now.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to gigs and concerts. Of course, I've gotten more used to being in stadiums because, well, I expect those places to be busy anyway.
Oh, yeah. I think now, like, you know, because like me and some of the LSW are going to go off and see Jeff Dunham in June time.
Yes,
like,
he is a hilarious ventriloquist.
And I do apologise, everybody, but I got to push this button.
Just to clarify, Don is talking a bunch of nonsense.
Because it doesn't have anything to do with the fucking topic, but I am actually off to go see Jeff Dunham in Manchester. But the fact is that it's going to be in an arena with a load of people. I feel that, God, if my autistic trait didn't get sorted, I wouldn't even leave my house if that was the case. So it's a good thing that I sort of overcome it. I mean, I think with like, you know, as well, because with learning difficulty as well, with those that try to overcome it, it doesn't take a day or a week or a month. It takes longer than that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I still have some moments here and there where my special gift leaves me overwhelmed, but I have learnt some techniques to help me, you know, remain in control, so to speak.
Ooh, I like to hear this. Okay, techniques. Let's go.
So usually when I am overwhelmed or just had enough, really, I find a quiet space. Usually take a breather for about a few minutes in a quiet space that I've found. And I do some deep breathing, and when I'm calm enough, I either return to whatever I was doing before, or just leave and go do something else.
Wow. You know, I get that as well. I have moments like that as well, where like if I feel like something's overwhelming me or something that's overdoing it, I have to stop, do something else, then come back to it and feel better about that. Because I feel like that happens to me as well. Also, by the way, I just want to say hello to Rebel Queen. Hello to Duchess, by the way. Duchess, did you just... Oh, my goodness. Duchess! Oh, my God.
Stacey!
Thank you so much. Oh, you absolute
What's she done
diamond. Mwah! 5 gifted subs, by the way.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you so much. And we are testing this as well. I just want to let you know, we are using the video.ninja, and this is like a running test. So now I know it's going to be really great when we start doing the LSW podcast. That's why everybody, just before we continue, LSW and You, the podcast show, is coming very soon. And trust me, it's going to be amazing. Cannot wait, but we will keep you updated. Promise. And because of that, I'm going to put this up. LSW, everybody. LSW. Go check it out. Thank you. And
a wonderful streaming family to be in.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. You're not a shit human being. You're a wonderful, wonderful person. You're a true friend. Hands down. You know, I like to think as well, because like, oh God, I don't know if it's me, but please tell me if I'm right or wrong about this, but do you feel that because like, you know, like, because when you're autistic, you're very vulnerable and people take advantage of you of that?
Yes, I've had that in my secondary school.
Yeah, same. I'm so glad now I've overcome that and they don't take advantage of me. I'm like, you lot can fuck off, because I found true friends. Like every one of you here, you're true friends to me. I love you all. Like, you know, you are my family. So there you go. And I just wish that, like, you know, part of me is going, I want to kick myself big time because I wanted to see you lot first. And again, it's just
Yeah,
like...
I just remembered. I think it was during my last few years of secondary school. I had a bully, obviously. I have my bullies, but there was this one particular one who kept nagging me. So I remember one lunchtime, whilst we was chilling out, before I went off to whichever class I had at the time, I remember standing up with my rucksack in hand. I went over to the bully, I smacked him one, and I said, "That's what you get for harassing me all these years." And I walked off and said, "Damn, that felt good."
Ironically, that's the same thing that happened. Like, I had this bully way back that didn't like me because of my differences as well, and I hated that. I truly hated that. And I'm like, I'm just being me. I'm not being an asshole. I'm not being anything like that. Like, what you see is what you get. But no, he just found it offensive. He just started picking on me and that. It finally came to the point where I just couldn't take it anymore. I literally got a bottle of water and I dunked it on his head. And then I smacked him clear in the face and he had a nosebleed.
Wow.
I know, and like, I didn't even know my own strength. Yes, I got suspended for it, but I came back, and then everybody was like, "I'm not gonna lie, thank you for decking that guy. He was a cunt." I'm like, what the fuck? What on earth? I think that was around the time I started to realize I'm not normally like that. I'm not a violent person. That was the moment I was like, I was thinking to myself, I must be different. I must be unique or special or whatever it is. And this actually brings me to the story you're going to love, by the way.
Here we go, story time.
When my mum told me what was wrong with me. So basically, he sat me down and said, like, just want to let you know you have autism. Me, I have no idea what that's about. I'm like, am I gonna die?
Eesh.
He's just like, no. I'm like, so am I gonna stay the same? Like, yes, of course you are. Well, Mum, I think we all know where this is going. What's that? I'm going back on 20 Hawks too. Love you, Mum. Bye. Yes.
Actually, how it happens. That's hilarious.
Oh, I'm not proud of it. Maybe. I don't know. Yes. I'm guessing, but it's still funny. And you know what's really good as well? Like, I believe that this podcast episode we have here, this is for all of you who have autism, ADHD, dyslexia, or anything that basically fits neurodiversity. I think it's just a great topic to talk about. And
oh, for sure.
And
for those of you who have been ridiculed because you are different than everyone else, just don't bother fueling their hate. Every single one of you is loved and valid. Remember that.
Yes. And so are you, Pudsey. You are loved and valid. You know what? I should get I'll tell you what now. I should probably... You know what? I'm going to push this now.
Just to clarify, Don is talking a bunch of nonsense.
This is going to be off topic because I want to raise a drink to all of you, to those that have special needs as well. My sister just returned to... Sorry, my sister returned from Barbados and got me Barbados rum in a nice little cannon thing, which looks amazing. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it because that's really cool. So you're gonna hear it.
Lucky.
Oh god. Now, I said I didn't want to open this until I'm on stream, so I'm gonna open it. And my main concern as well, like, do these wheels turn? Because if it does, I'm so keeping it. Even if it doesn't turn, I'm still going to keep it. Hands down. Hands down. Okay, so I got it out. Oh, by the way, this costed $16.
Really?
$16, yeah.
That's
Labor.
good value.
Okay, moment of truth time. Do the wheels work? Anyways, yeah, sorry. So, moment of truth time. Do the wheels work? You lied to me! You lied to me! I'm still keeping it. It doesn't work. And she also got me the shot glass as well, which I think is absolutely adorable.
Ooh.
It's a Barbados shot glass. How sweet is that? So this is a Barb,
That's pretty cool.
and it's got, and I don't know if you noticed this, but look, it's rainbow on the bottom. How cute is that?
Ah, I love me my rainbows.
Ah, I used to have a mate of mine where it's like, "What's your favorite color?" Rainbow. Seems legit. What is color? Color is a construct. Like, oh, okay. Right, I'm gonna open this up. My God, you Barbados people are strong, man. I can't even open the fucking thing, man. Seriously. This is embarrassing. That's actually embarrassing. I can't even open this fucking thing.
Well, how do you think I feel when I'm gonna be embarrassed watching through this and seeing myself on camera?
You're doing so well, by the way. Can I just say that? Everybody,
Oh, thank you.
do you think Pudsey is doing so well?
Let me know what they say. I cannot see chat right now.
To all of you here, I'm raising a glass to you. And it actually fit the whole thing. So I'm actually going to down this for you.
Uh-oh.
So this is a toast to you. To everybody here who has autism, who has ADHD, who has dyslexia, all neurodiversity. We love you. We care about you. We don't class you as special. We class you as creative. We class you as family. We class you as cherished ones, and that is what's very important. So this is to you. And is there anything that you'd like to say?
As I said, everyone is loved and valued here. And as I said, I myself have autism, and I classify it as a special gift. If I wasn't born with it, I'd be a completely different person. So to all of you who are just as special as I am, welcome to the club.
Lion. Right. Already, wow, that smells amazing. So Barbados Star Rum is very interesting, but again, it's for you. Neurodiversity.
Neurodiversity.
Ah, that is strong, and I love it. Oh my God. Ooh. What am I doing on nights, man? Oh, feeling that. That's strong. And that is gonna, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's gonna knock me out tonight. Not in a drunk way, but as in a, it's been a while since I've had alcohol way. I'll tell you what though, I don't know if this is an autistic trait or an ADHD trait, or it's a sort of like a cross in between sort of trait. But you guys figure it out, please. Oh, we got our first Lounging Out Q&A from Lit Game 83. The Foxo's here.
The Foxo.
So, regarding neurodiversity, where do you stand on the pyramid of neurodevelopmental differences? Because as a fair few of us know, I have autism and maybe a diagnosis of ADHD, untested for the record. We were just talking about that. I think I have a little bit of ADHD and autism. I haven't been tested for that yet. I know I got the learning difficulty side, definitely. I know that thing. I know that there's a mobile, mobile transport problems is one of them, where you don't know where you're going, Oh, do I have to get this bus? Oh, do I have to get this taxi? Oh, do I have to like?
Ah.
Me, my travel is pretty standard. We'll call it that.
Yeah, my travelling is pretty good. As I've lived in the city for way too long, I near enough know all the bus routes to there and back. But if I was to go up to a London trip, I always refer to the tube maps, so I know where to go.
Yeah, see, now London, because, oh my god, I love travelling London. I have to go back, by the way, because that's where I get my hat. And I need a new hat. No, so if I had to say, like, the pyramid, because I'm going to look this up, by the way. Neurodiversity pyramid. I know there's a pyramid of this, so... Oh, cool, so there is one, by the way. I can read it all down if you want to. So at the bottom we've got developmental coordination disorder. We got sensory integration disorder, specific learning disorders, and autism spectrum disorder. So those are the first four at the bottom. Interesting.
Just to be clear, as I say, not a disorder, a gift.
Gift. I'm just reading what it says here, but no, it is a gift. There's auditory processing, developmental disabilities, cultural diversity, and Down syndrome. I didn't know Down syndrome was on that list. Shout out to
That is one I've heard before.
Shout out to one of my friends I work with. I love him. He is absolutely amazing. His name is Louis, and I want to see him again. He's such a barrel of laughs. He's a delight. He's a bundle of joy, and that's what we need, by the way. That's what we need in this world. So I didn't know you were on that list, man, and I just, again, mad respect, hands down. I'm going to show this to you when I see you again, by the way. But yeah. Okay, the next one, we've got depression. There's Tourette's, anxiety, and dyslexia. The next one, we have trauma, gifted, ADHD, and then at the top is ODD, OCD, and ADD.
Huh.
Interesting. There's actually a few things on here I have, and I know that I have them. I mean, I don't know if I've been tested, but I mean, well, there are some of them that I've been tested on. But yeah, I think neurodiversity is more than just 3 things. I mean, like this list here just proved that there's more than 3 things. If anything, I'm actually.
Oh, for sure.
If anything, I'm going to save that pick. Hands down, I think that's fucking great. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Also, what you talked about...
Oh, for sure.
What you talked about where, like, if I wasn't autistic, I don't think I'd be like myself, which I completely understand. Even then, there's no such thing as normal. I talked this off camera. It's like, come on, like you could have the most basic man who works in an office, or woman who works in an office, goes home with his wife and child, or his husband and child, and that. Open the slow cupboard. Some weird little swine of people. I'm gonna make my boss out of pineapple. There's a creepy one out there. You know there is.
It's still funny.
It is.
Still funny.
It's like those when it's like, I don't know if I should say this. It's like, where like, I want fully fledged nutters to win the lottery, but not over the top nutters to win the lottery. It's like,
yeah.
You know when you get those guys who are like, oh, what are you gonna do if you win the lottery? It's like, oh, I want to buy a car. I want to buy a mansion.
Yeah.
I want to buy a boat. There'll always be some creeper in the corner like, I want a girlfriend made entirely out of Skittles.
What?
Why the hell would you want that? So I can touch the rainbow, taste the rainbow.
Oh, God.
Oh, why did I say that? I'm sorry. I gotta push this.
Just to clarify, Don is talking a bunch of nonsense.
That was a bunch of nonsense, but that was some fucking good nonsense. I'll give you that, right?
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I can touch the rainbow taste.
Oh, that is funny.
Oh,
That's
God.
hilarious.
I am not proud of that. I'm not proud of that joke, but I love that joke so much. Oh, God. Also,
Oh, dear.
because you talked about it as well, do you ever think that you know, because you're autistic, you feel more creative?
Oh, for sure. Like I said, I have a creative mind, and I use it to collaborate with Mr. H on our stories together. Because he has autism like me.
Oh, that's great. I always feel that, you know, I feel like you're very much creative when you have autism. Like, everything I make as well, it's like, everything I make, and I always get the same thing. Who does your graphics? Who does your graphics? Who does your graphics? Me.
It's like my emotes. I had made them myself.
You have made those
All
yourself?
of my channel emotes. Yeah,
Creativity is key.
I only used Microsoft Paint, but they've paid off so well.
Now, you know what, though? That's how people start off. Start off with the smallest program, work your way up, or cut corners, or learn to, like, oh, okay, how am I going to do this with this? How am I going to do that with this? Like how I've done this video.ninja with a Discord call. Yes, that's how we're doing it, by the way. It works. You can hear me, you can hear Pudsey. It's actually coming out really well. I'm really happy with that. And also, we got our names on the bottom. That's mint.
Yes, isn't that wonderful?
I love what Chrissy said. Who does your graphic? Me. Now fuck off. That's the thing as well. Sometimes, like, you know, we can be a bit blunt, but we could do it in a funny sense. My nephew's
for
one of
sure.
them. Like, he doesn't know when he's being a little bit over the top, but that's not his fault. It's not. It's his autistic trait, and I get that. You know, there are moments where I'm like, okay, I know when I've reached. I know when I've crossed the line. Thank God I haven't crossed the line yet. Or maybe I have, I just haven't realised it. Curse the autism. Thank you, by the way, to Jessie Cat for the biddies. Much appreciated.
Jessie!
Oh, I love her to bits. I miss her. I miss her so much.
And I miss Mr. H every day, so I know how you feel.
I'm actually looking now at ADHD, if you want to know that one, because I did like a short and brief thing about that. Because I know there's a lot on there that I really do think I have it. But here, let me have a read it. So ADHD, for those that know what it means, it is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So it is a condition that affects people's behavior. People with ADHD can seem restless, may have trouble concentrating, and may act on impulse. That is so true, and I definitely now know I have ADHD. I do have like traits where I'm like, yeah, I definitely have this. I can't sit still and like just like be quiet. I gotta do something, otherwise I lose my fucking mind.
Well, I don't have the hyper-attentiveness, but I do prefer like peacefulness and chilling out, which is like what I like to do on most days. And I know I mentioned this off camera, but I have my moral support right here with me.
Oh, you.
Everyone, meet Fioku, Yolola Ninetails, and Blaze the Fennekin.
They're so cute. I am a Pokemon fan, hands down, and you know what? I kind of have my support. You know, at times I strangle it. The frickin' jelly bean behind me.
Yes, I've seen that one before.
Sometimes when I don't fucking win on, you know, Fall Guys, you kind of have to go. Just smack it. Do you feel better? Yes, absolutely yes. It's become that now, though. You're welcome for the jelly bean. Oh, honey, you shut up. Because she bought me that, by the way. She knew that it pissed me off, by the way. She knew it pissed me off.
Yeah, these two girls, Mr. H got them for me.
I love that. I love that a bit. I think that's great. I know definitely, like, when I was young, I had trouble concentrating, and now I know it's definitely an ADHD thing, like that thing. Just like, yeah, when I was young, I did actually find it hard to concentrate in certain lessons. Did you have that?
Well, here and there, sometimes I get distracted by something. But now, whenever I'm given a task or a quest to do, I literally focus in on it until it's done.
Do you ever feel like, as well, that you have more common sense than other people?
Oh, for definite. That is a definite.
Yeah. I don't know if you all remember this, but, so, you know, back in school where you have to learn Romeo and Juliet, you have to watch the video and that. So.
Oh, Shakespeare, yeah. Remember the bloody Leonardo DiCaprio version I had to watch at school?
So we had to watch that, and then when the movie was over, the teacher would go, any questions? And of course, me, hand up, using common sense, I went, you know, this whole thing would have been avoided if you just waited a couple seconds. I got some laughs out of that class, but I was so fucking true about that. So true. So true. No, like, you know, it's common sense. Even then, there should be a class called Common Sense 101.
Oh, for sure. I agree with you on that. More people need to use common sense.
Yeah.
There's not enough of it.
Right. Now, if someone tells you to jump off a cliff, are you going to do that? Yes. No, Billy. No. Common sense. Use it.
And speaking of common sense, to all of you companies, now this is a local thing, by the way. There are companies near my town that have these like disability confidence stickers to show, oh, we care about the disabilities and everything. No, you don't. You only plaster that around town just to, you know, fancy it up with the council. If you were really disability confident, you would prove that by employing people like us. So no, fuck off with your sticker, mate.
To me, that sounds like, yeah, they just sound like they're trying to make a quick buck. It's the worst thing to put there.
Oh, yeah.
Though. Yeah, they are making a quick buck in the worst sense. I don't like that. I don't like that. Ooh, now the may act on impulse. I know I have moments where I do act on impulse.
Yeah, the whole disability confidence thing just irks me. I wish there are companies, there are only 2 I know of, but there should be more that are actually disability confident and not just put it on a fancy sticker.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna do that, actually mean it. Don't take the piss. The sad thing is, that's so true. Oh my god. So no, oh, there we go. I found some more about ADHD, by the way. So,
Go ahead.
Oh, that's true, by the way, that having high energy levels, i.e. being hyperactive. I do have hyperactive moments. You know, like, where I laugh so hard, or if I get really engrossed into a game, I gotta overact or overhype it and such like that. You know, there are moments where, like, I played Fall Guys with you lot, and you can tell I'm very mad, and then I'm just letting it out. I'm just blurring out the anger. I should really do a team.
Yeah, and then you play it off with, oh, don't worry, I'm fine. No, you're not fine. You're angry.
Oh, yes. Angry. You know, usually, when that happens, when I come off it, I have to have a hot noodle straight after.
A pot noodle?
Yes, a pot noodle. Now, because I said pot noodle, I want a fucking pot noodle. Still having the Barbados rum here, so there you go. So it kind of makes sense to have a pot noodle right after. But no, oh god. And now, I do have some impulsive moments. Let's just say that. I mean, do we all get impulsive moments? Like.
I know that I sometimes do. Not so much now, but I think I did when I was younger.
What was your worst one? Or what was your favourite one?
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think the most recent impulse one I remember doing was it was when I was volunteering with someone, actually. So I was doing a story with Mr. H, and we was eventually gonna reach some Harry Potter knowledge. So I thought, okay, I still need to get the Cursed Child playbook. I eventually did. It was thanks to volunteering work.
What a book! That's a good book, by the way. Good book. Well done, by the way.
Yeah. Thanks.
Nice.
Still haven't seen the theatre show though. Keep meaning to.
Yeah, that's in London, man. I know my babe definitely wants that. Oh, did you know juice is good for the soul? Did not know that. Didn't know that. So, that's kind of cool. Yeah, as you can tell, we are actually Harry Potter fans, and you know what? I'm good for this.
I'm saying it now, we've gone off topic.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We got off topic there. Apologies for that. But no, like
this is good. This is an example. I think this is another autistic trait. Telling people specific topics of what we're interested in.
Yeah. We have moments where like we do actually go off topic, but it's not our fault. It's just how we are. Like example right now, we were talking about wrestling before the topic happened, and about the so-called offensive wrestler that Triple H put in WWE. Please elaborate. Americano Grande or some crap like that.
So if you've watched Raw recently, there's a wrestler in there called Chad Gable. He's pretty decent in the ring, not gonna lie. He went off to some journey in Mexico to discover the dark arts of lucha libre, and then following the next week, a new wrestler debuts with El Grande Americano, and I found out that I did his promo using some AI stuff, and a lot of people in Mexico are not happy with it because they say it's mocking his religion.
Yeah,
And for Don, he doesn't like it. And for Don, he doesn't like it because of the name El Grande. It puts him off Starbucks, apparently.
Oh, yes. Americano Grande. Well, thank you for putting me off Starbucks, you fucking idiot. There's me, like, I want a caramel macchiato. Nope, he's out. Well, that fucking ruined it. Thank you very much. No, I fucking hate that. I really hate that, because they really were going like the whole, I'm going to experience the lucha libre, and then they came out with Mr. America meets Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Honestly, when that debuted, I looked at it and thought, is Vince back or something? Because that's something Vince would do if he was still in charge.
Triple H, please tell me you're not going senile. Please tell me you're not going senile, or because we have had this. We've had this. I watched the documentary. We all watched the documentary.
I have, for certain.
But yes, again, everybody.
I'm saying it now, we've gone off topic.
I'm sorry that we got off topic, but that was we just have to let that one out. Oh, okay. We have some examples of ADHD masking.
Oh.
So one of them is coming up with excuses for being late or distracted. We have moments like that. Sometimes
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Putting in twice the amount of effort and time than others to achieve a goal. Yeah. Working extra hard to complete tasks right before the deadline. Absolutely. And checking your work multiple times before submission.
That's what I do. I always double check and triple check anything I do before I verify it.
Yes, that's very true. I have moments where I have to double check or even triple check that I'm satisfied. sometimes I get like, yeah, I didn't need it, but then nope, you kind of needed it, Don. You kind of fucking needed it. So no, that's another thing. I think that's great. I think that's great. And what makes someone with ADHD happy? This is a significant research. Sorry, there is significant research that shows mindfulness and meditation. I do meditate.
I used to meditate back in my college days. I keep meaning to go back to it.
I never actually meditated properly though. I would just always just like, my meditation was me just laying down in a bed and putting on calm music. Not like...
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It's wonderful. It was. You know what? Like, music really is my... I'm shutting the world off. I need to calm the fuck down.
Fair enough.
It's come to the point where my autistic and my ADHD traits that I actually make playlists on my Amazon Music. I have a chill playlist because I know that calms me down.
I think Dazzy has a chill playlist of his own.
Yeah, I still put music on there as well because I'm like, that makes me chill out. I'm really happy with that. Click. That one just makes me want to punch people. Let's have the punch people playlist.
Wait, you actually have a playlist named that?
Where I just want to punch people, yeah.
Okay.
You can blame Roman Reigns on that shit, because trust me, that's one.
Oh yeah, you've said many times on your stream that you hate the guy.
Yep, Reigns ruins everything. He really does. Right. Oh, and Dazzy just messaged, thank you ever so much for highlighting these issues and what friends like yourselves face each and every day. And most of all, letting our daughter speak out on the highs and lows she has faced like yourself. Yeah, dude. Again, when Pussy told me about this, I was like, yeah, I want to do this. This is a great topic to talk about. So, no, that's great. Oh, no. Do you know what time it is?
Uh-oh.
I get to push the button. We're at the 1 hour mark, everybody. That means it's the fast round challenge.
Oh, here we go.
So, for those that don't know, I print off a lot of easy general knowledge questions. The goal is to answer 10 right. I'll mark it all down on that. Let's have a look as well who's on the fast round challenge top 10. At the moment, we only got top 3. So first place is still Dog of War with 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Second is Mr. Gamer, known as Mr. Monster Munch with 2 minutes and 50. And third place is Dazzy with 4 minutes and 53. So that's your goal to beat if you want to get higher on the mark. I look forward to that.
Fair enough.
Look forward to that. So I'm going to have a timer ready. Are you ready for this?
I am indeed ready.
And again, they're all just random general knowledge questions here, so I'll be changing the page each time. I'll mark down that you've got the answer right or the answer wrong in that. So, yeah, let's see how that goes. Are you ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna do the most ridiculous question. Trust me, you're gonna laugh. You are gonna laugh at this. Ready? Right. So.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right. What color is a banana?
Yellow.
Correct. So that's 1. Right. Number 2. What is the chemical symbol for water?
H2O.
Yep, that's right. Correct. Right. What is the capital of France?
Paris.
Yep, that's right. The next one. Who was the first president of the United States of America?
Ooh, Thomas Jefferson?
Nope, that is the wrong answer. Next one. How many players are there in a football team?
Usually 12.
Nope, the correct answer is 11. Next question. Who is known as the King of Pop?
Oh, Michael Jackson.
Absolutely, yeah, correct. Who wrote Romeo and Juliet?
Shakespeare. William
Of course he
Shakespeare.
did. Right, next question is... What is the fastest land animal?
That is the cheetah.
Yep, that's correct. Next, maths. What is 5 plus 7?
12.
Yep, that is correct. You're on 7, by the way. Right, what is the main ingredient in bread?
Bread, that would be wheat.
Nope, the correct answer is flour. The main
Oh.
ingredients, right. Number 2, how many planets are there? Sorry, next one. How many planets are there in our solar system?
It used to be 7, but now it's 6.
Nope, the correct answer is 8. Next
Oh.
one, which continent is the largest by land area?
I think that is Antarctica.
Nope, the correct answer is Asia.
Ah.
Next, in which year did World War II end?
1942.
Nope, the correct answer is 1945. Right, next one. What is the national sport of Japan?
Oh, I think that is judo.
Nope, the correct answer is sumo wrestling.
Ah,
Next one. What is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl?
that'd be Hedwig.
That's right, correct. Next one. What is the name of the bear in the Jungle Book?
Oh, Baloo.
Correct, and one more left. What do pandas mainly eat?
Bamboo.
That's right, and there we go. Let's push finish.
Finish!
Right, do you want to know the time you got?
Sure.
2 minutes and 42 seconds. Which
Hey, not
means
bad.
you have taken the second place mark. Congratulations.
Nice.
You were close.
Hey, Dazzy, I beat your score.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that will be updated on the next stream. So, yeah, well done, by the way. 2 minutes and 42.
Well, thank you.
Well done indeed. So, you know what? That's made me happy. That's made me happy. I'm going to keep that mark as well. There we go. 2 minutes and 42. What a great time, by the way. What a great time. Well done.
Yeah, some of those questions were pretty good.
They're pretty good, aren't they? Yeah, they're pretty good. I just go on a website and give me 100 random general knowledge questions, and they give me loads of them. Give me loads of them. So there you go. And they actually put them in categories, which is great. What more could you ask for? Right, now, we're going to go to the next thing on neurodiversity, by the way. And I think this would be great because my partner actually has this as well. Ready?
Yep.
Dyslexia.
Ah, yes.
Now, dyslexia is a lifelong learning disability that impacts how the brain processes written language. It's also known as developmental dyslexia or a reading disability. Dyslexia affects reading, spelling, and writing and can make it hard to focus and pay attention. It's caused by differences in the brain areas that process language. Now, when I looked this up, I did not know that dyslexia was on that list. And when my partner told me that she has it, I'm like, what? You've got it? Like, I didn't even know that. That's mental. I mean...
Yeah, I know that one of the common things of dyslexia is having the words and letters jumble around. I know this because I visited a website somewhere that demonstrated it. But thankfully, some computers now have like accessibility options for dyslexic users that have an easy read option or have like a color filter to help them.
Oh. Look, and of course, because my partner is here as well, she just messaged, I've had it forever. So again, that's something I never knew about you. That's, again, when you told me, I was like, you have dyslexia. I did not know that. So there are moments where, like, she talks to me, I'm like, I find it hard to read this. Can you help me? I'm like, yeah, of course I will. So no, wow. Ooh.
And now you know why.
Yeah. Now, this is another thing as well. Is dyslexia part of ADHD? this is something I want to know. Apparently, ADHD and dyslexia are different brain disorders, but they often overlap.
Ooh.
So about 3 in 10 people with dyslexia also have ADHD, and if you have ADHD, it's 6 times more likely than most people to have a mental illness or learning disorder such as dyslexia. So yeah, so they can overlap. These things can actually overlap. Huh.
Well, that's something I didn't even know, and I'm open to learning new things.
Yeah. The more you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe! I had to do it. Ooh, now, here's the thing as well. What is it like having dyslexia as well? So you might mix up the letters in a word. So, for example, like reading the word now as one or left as felt. Words may also blend together and spaces are lost. You might have trouble remembering what you've read. You may remember more easily when the same information is read to you or you hear it.
Sometimes I have trouble reading big words. Usually it takes me a couple of tries. But I don't see that as a dyslexic thing. I just see it as a bit of a learning gap.
My daughter has that, you know, where like she understands words, but when it comes to the bigger words, I have to help her when she's reading a book.
Yeah.
So I think that's oh. So yeah. So wow. Also, I think it is. I think at times I have ADHD, but I don't know. See, because I know I definitely have that. I think we all here have some ADHD traits or autistic traits, and I know now that they overlap. That's very unique. I didn't know they overlap. It was just like one here, but not like overlap, like over it. Yeah, it's hard for me to explain that. But yeah. Ooh. What do dyslexic people struggle with? Short-term memory.
Yes. Now, those of you who know me, my short-term memory is usually not that great. Sometimes I forget things that usually I have to remember. That's why I set reminders on my phone to remind me of things. Sometimes I remember to do it straight away. Sometimes I need certain reminders. For example, usually when I have a tea delivery, I have to be reminded that there is one, otherwise it'll just go cold.
Yeah. That sounds like it. You know, again, yeah. So like you forget things easily. Anxiety and difficulty reading out loud, difficulty spelling and anxiety spelling, publicity, delayed speech.
Oh, I love reading.
Oh, I love reading as well. Reading is great. I was once the narrator in my primary school's play of Oliver Twist. Oh, that's mint. Oliver Twist. Please, sir, I want some more. Not gonna lie to you, I kind of wish that kid would gun on the guy, but it's like, more? You're like, okay, now, in the fucking bowl, right now. I just want to see it happen, alright? There you go. I know Family Guy sort of did it, but I just want to see it happen. It's like, alright, now, in the bowl.
And I know I have an absolute love for theatre, which sort of sparked during drama lessons, and the way that I've helped out my secondary school with their annual Little Shop of Horrors stage play. Loved doing that.
Don't, and I'll tell you why. One, I work in a theatre, so I get to watch shows. It's fucking amazing. Number 2, Little Shop of Horrors was one of my college things to do. I got to play guitar for Little Shop of Horrors. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Little Shop of Horrors. And you know what? I cannot remember it though. But I'd love to get back into that again. I like that stuff. I think it's just really cool.
Yeah, it was actually the school play of Little Shop of Horrors that made me say, okay, I want to go to this secondary school, please and thank you. And then, of course, fast forward about 3 years later, I help him with the stage play. So it's sort of like a full circle moment.
I know I definitely have an autistic trait where, like, I know I have it. Like, I know what I want, but I have a tendency to do extra work on it, even though it doesn't really need extra work, but yeah, I still do the extra work. I think it's just more of a, what's the word? You take a lot of pride in your work, you feel a lot more happy with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I always have those moments, because I think to myself, oh, that looks really good. No, wait a minute. But it's fine. No, you're fine. Like, just overextend it. You don't care. I have a child downstairs. Nah, you know what you're doing.
Usually, I ask for help if I'm stuck with something. But usually I like to figure things out by myself. And that's why I'm classified as the tech person of the house. If there's a tech problem, I'm usually have to be the one to fix it.
I am the tech person in that house as well. Whenever things don't work, they always come to me. Kind of makes sense. I mean, if you looked at my desk, you'd be like, yeah, you're the tech person. I love that, though. It's kind of like, oh, I have a purpose in life. You ever, like, oh, God, you ever just get, like, when you start, like, a new hobby or whatever, you get really into it, and now you just, like, you want to know more about it.
Ah, yeah.
I love that. When I got into bar work, by the way, yes, bar work I'm talking about. I didn't actually start as bar work. I started as, like, what was it? I started as glass collector. And then I got trained to work behind the bar. And then I got, I worked my way up. I became a professional barman. Because now, like, I used to work in a place where, like, they did molecular cocktails, if you know what that means.
Ooh. I do not know what it means, but it sounds cool.
So, molecular means, like, oh, you know things like woo-woo and Sex on the Beach. And
oh, yeah.
No, not even close. These are cocktails in which you work with dry ice. Or these are cocktails in which you make them in a frying pan. I wish I was making that up. Yeah, there was
a frying pan?
Yeah. There was a cocktail which we made it in a frying pan and we lit it on fire and you had to toss it from one pan to another and it just...
Wow.
It just looks really cool. I love doing that cocktail.
I can visualize that and it sounds cool as hell.
It's so much fun. I would recommend that, hands down. If Foxo was here, he'd be like, so Don, you're committing arson with alcohol. I'm like, no! Don't you dare! But because of it, though, it got me to actually, it actually got me to appreciate the bartending world big time. And I got to learn more about it. And you won't believe how much science there is in bar work.
I can imagine so.
That's when I know it's like, I'm very much engrossed in this world. I'm very much engrossed in that world. I still do. Oh, hold on a minute. I will be right back, guys. This will not take long. Hang on. We do apologise for that. Just got my little one walking in the room. It's like, there's a spider, Daddy, there's a spider. I'm like, oh, stop it. Why are you breaking my heart like that, really? But no, like, yeah, sorry. So, what were we talking about? Oh, what?
Neurodiversity.
Yes, I know that. I can't remember where we were at.
I think it was dyslexia.
Yes, continuing dyslexia. I'm glad that we talk about it because you know what? Like, again, I never realized that dyslexia was part of that list. So, yeah. Ooh. Okay. What are the red flags of dyslexia? Okay.
Ooh.
with dyslexia, often have problems remembering alphabet order, confusing similar letters. And thank you. Or mixing up a letter that sounds like F, B, or D, T. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I did not know that they overlapped, so that's something new that I never knew about. I think that's kind of cool. Let's see if they got any other pyramids in that, really. Like, of any other
That'd be interesting.
Any other neurodiversity pyramids. Because this is pretty cool.
I mean, also, for those who are autistic, I know that I was born with it and I didn't find out until 05. There might be some people out there who haven't been diagnosed as such yet. And I advise you people, find your local testing site and, just find out.
I think it's kind of sad as well because, they would only focus on those that would, if you're very young, we'll get you tested ASAP, but when you're older, nah, man, you got 3 years to wait, bruh. What the fuck? Bit of favoritism there, don't you think? Nah, you're fine. You're 30 years old. We don't give two flying fucks about you. I mean, it's harsh as it comes, but there you go. And hello to Reekmaster. Welcome to Lounge.
Reekmaster, hello.
Welcome to Lounge and Out podcast show, of course. And we've been talking about neurodiversity. So this is for those who have autism, ADHD, and dyslexia. So, again, I already raised a glass. Oof, still feeling it, by the way. Okay, so I found a circle, an interesting circle, a circle of
we all like circles.
City. And it doesn't actually stop; it just continues. So again, there's the autism spectrum disorder, dyslexia, trauma, developmental disabilities, cultural diversity, ODD, specific learning disorders, ADHD, anxiety, depression, OCD, auditory processing, sensory and integration disorder, gifted developmental coordination disorder, ADD, Tourette's, Down syndrome. Now, there is actually one on there that I do actually want to talk about. Anxiety.
Ah, yes.
Because I really think that we all have that. We all have anxiety moments that where where I feel like it's too much.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like when it gets too much on me, I have a proper meltdown. And I feel like, I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. I hate that, because there's part of me where it's like, I finally calmed down, and then I get the moments where I'm like, what just happened? In a worst way.
Yeah, that's same for me. And whenever I get upset over something, usually it takes me a while to calm down, but then all of a sudden I'm crying in tears again.
Yeah. Oh my god, I've had that so many times and I hate it. I truly hate it. Right, so I found it, by the way. So anxiety is a natural human emotion that involves feelings of fear, dread, and uneasiness. Sounds about right, really. It's part of the body's fight or flight response to stress or perceived danger. While anxiety can be a normal reaction to feeling threatened or under pressure, it can become a problem if it interferes with daily life. Anxiety disorders are mental health diagnoses that involve excessive worry, fear, and apprehension. I do have anxiety.
Well, fair enough.
I do have anxiety. I know I definitely have it, because I have moments where I'm like, I worry too much.
Well, sometimes I worry too much, but it's only because I care about somebody.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. For those that worry too much as well, I completely understand. And I know, I don't want to say that, oh, everything will be okay. Don't worry about it. No, because I have to really look into it and explain that, look, I am going to help you no matter what. Because I love you and I care about you. Like that's it. I always have talks with so many friends who suffer from like anxiety, panic attacks and that. Like I am literally their counsel, and I love it. Because I think it's because, like, you know, that I've been through their shoes and I've learnt from it.
Yeah. And I know that old Dazzy has had a fair share of his moments too. And I think, and I don't know if he's comfortable with me saying this or not, but I think it all started when a family member of ours unexpectedly passed on, and that's when it started for him.
Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest triggers for me, because, like, I've dealt with a lot of loss. You know what? And I'm going to be very open with you on this, by the way. I've dealt with a lot of loss. I've dealt with my best friend. Don't really want to talk about how it happened. With my first child, she was stillbirth, still tough. My brother, leukemia, big hurt, hands down, and my cousin, suicide. But yeah, when I found out all this, like, it broke me. I thought I wasn't really gonna climb out of that hole, where, like, I just felt like, oh, I needed to just keep it to myself. And you know what? With autistic people as well, with ADHD as well, it's very hard to open up to people.
Yeah, I find that as well. It takes a while for me to open up to someone new that I've met. Usually it takes me roughly about 1 to 2 weeks to get to know their face, but it takes me longer to remember their names.
It came to the point where, like, you know, I was doing things that I was not proud of when I found out all this, and it really hurt. I'm not going to explain it, but let's say that I've hurt, like, I know I've hurt people back then, and I'm trying to make amends for that. I mean, it really came to the point where now I was like, I really need to get help. And I did. I actually called my GP first, and then called A&E and that. There's a lot to take in. I am sorry, I am going to cry right now.
It's okay.
But, like, it took a point where, like, I went out and got help.
Yeah, so did Stazzy. He eventually went out and got some help too. He does have his moments down then, but he knows he has me and my mum, and of course the whole of the LSW community behind his back.
Before the LSW, I found it hard to open with everyone, which is not really fair anymore, because in all honesty, you all deserve to know what's happening, really. And I'm going to tell you right now, therapy works. I was there for a year and a half.
Wow.
When you are dealing with loss, and you've hurt a lot of people, and you're finally just expressing yourself, letting it out, saying how you feel in that, trust me. I'm not going to give names to my I'm not going to give names, but my therapist, I love you to bits. You deserve it, hands down. Metal Ed, thank you so much for the raid. You're raiding with a party of 12.
Raid!
Thank you so much. Yeah, I was a year and a half in therapy. Thank you to my therapist for fixing me. It took a very, very long time to truly just open up and tell you all, like, look, like, this happened. I feel more comfortable with myself. I actually feel very comfortable telling you all now. I mean, but because I'm autistic as well, I find it still kind of difficult to talk about that stuff.
Yeah, same for me. And I sometimes get my moments where I but a certain someone that I know of isn't around anymore. But then I think, okay, well, I know that they're not around, but they have to be around somewhere, so I'm just gonna keep on trucking along for them.
Yeah. And yeah, I feel like, like, because after the therapy and all that, I think to myself, I shouldn't be crying, I shouldn't be feeling like this, I shouldn't, like, feel like everything's gone down the toilet, really. And I don't want my brother, I don't want my daughter, I don't want my best friend, I don't want any of them to look at me and go, like, why are you upset? Carry on with your life. That's the best thing you can do. And that's what I'm doing. I'm carrying on with my life.
And just remember, it is okay to cry and let out your emotions. Don't bottle them up for any reason.
Yeah. Because that's another thing as well that's on that list as well, which is, of course, depression. So we can talk about that, because that's in the list as well. So, yeah, so overview. Depressive disorder known as depression. It's a common mental disorder. It involves a depressed mood or loss of pleasure or interest in activities for a long period of time. Depression is different from regular mood changes and feelings about everyday life. I know I do.
And that's familiar to me.
I know.
Because that's what, as I said, that's what Dazzy got when a family member of ours passed on. And he had to be with my mum to help him out.
Yeah. I know that I have moments where I think to myself, like, yeah, I know I definitely have it. I know I definitely have that. I mean, yeah, even my partner has it as well. Hello, by the way, Ed. Thank you so much. I wish I could be more enthusiastic, but I just I just had to let out a lot of stuff. But we're talking about neurodiversity, and there's just a lot really with there. Like, again, there's ADHD, autism, dyslexia, anxiety, depression, stuff like that, and it's just nice to open up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not fussed at all talking about autism, which I call my special gift. So if any of you want to chat to me about it sometime, I'm open. All you gotta do is ask.
Yeah. That's another thing as well. We are more than happy to open up and tell you, like if you need help, if you need to talk, just us, you know what I mean? How are we doing? We're doing great. You know what? This has been one of my favorite episodes by far, because we are being very open about, look, we've had problems in the past, and it isn't like normal standard stuff, if that's a way to put it, really. And again, like, we've had a lot of problems back then. And if it wasn't for, like, the LSW or our friends, or just basically, like, everyone that we still talk to, it's like we wouldn't be the people who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Dazzy joined LSW first before I did, but I see the LSW people as my family, my streamer family.
Yeah. We're like we really are a streaming fam, straight up. I think we're just a family in general. I think that's amazing, like that.
Yeah.
Whether you're LSW or not, I do actually still have friends from the Discord or even my one, and I'm like, you're family. You're family. You're amazing. Like you're truly, like, we have one of a kind friends, hands down. That's the best way to put it, really.
Yeah, and as I've proven with Mr. H, you can find like-minded people who have similar special gifts like me. So I found Don through LSW, and I looked at his bio and I saw he was autistic, and I thought, ooh, I could really gel with this guy. And obviously that led to us playing Fall Guys together.
Yeah. I love what Chrissy said as well. Friends who are mad crack. Sounds about right. Oh, went back on autism, by the way. You're gonna like this. What are the 5 common signs of autism? Are you ready for this one?
Yep.
So, possible signs of autism at any age can include little eye contact,
True. I had to improve on that one.
distinct reactions to lights, tastes, smells, yes. I mean,
Yep.
I have picky moments as well, but that's just my fault, really, if anything.
Favorite scent is lavender, FYI.
Good stuff. Ooh, very specific interest. Well, that's true, you know, things
Yes.
like video games.
These girls right here.
Yeah.
And Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga is top queen.
Ah, you like Lady Gaga? Nice. I got a lot of interests that are very unique. You know, I'm into my manga and anime. I'm a wrestler. I'm a skateboarder. I'm a bartender. I'm a gamer. Of course, boy. I'm a bit of a nerd. I read my comic books. I'm such a superhero fan. You know me. Just yeah. I'm literally the Big Bang Theory in the UK. Best way to put it, really. Also, repeating words or phrases. Yeah, I have moments that I
Yep.
have that. There you go.
Either do it in a recital or just to repeat something that someone might have not heard the first time.
God, I like this one. Repetitive behavior such as spinning. That's like every
Spinning?
yeah, spinning.
Oh, spinning! Yeah.
That just sounds like every kid out there. You know, like you know when you give a child a happiness test and you're like, he's 8. He's just generally happy. It's just like, you know, just like, you were going to take this test. Is there anything else that you'd like to know about? And the kid's like, I don't know. just, what makes you happy? I kind of like this. I'm trying to do that on Mondays. But it's really a Tuesday. You know, just stuff like that. I don't know why I did that. Funny. Oh, and non-verbal communication or delayed language development. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I think my daughter has that. I think she has that. There are moments where, like, you know, she delays her words.
Yeah, I think I do that sometimes as well. Either because I'm not sure about a word that I'm saying, or if I'm unsure if I'm saying it the right way.
Oh, and the last but not least, intense reactions to minor changes in routine or surroundings. Oh,
Yes,
that is so
definite yes
fucking
for that one.
true.
Yes.
I didn't even need to read that. I just looked at it and went, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, that's great. That's great. You know what? That's actually a lot of that actually explains a lot, because there's a lot on that list that's definitely me. That's definitely me. And I know you've got some of those autistic traits as well.
Yes.
Sometimes, again, because I talked about this, but I feel like, oh, I don't, like, I have to have structure. I have to have routine. If people change it, oh my god, if people change it, it really infuriates me. It infuriates me so much now. I'm just like, I can't handle it. I can't take it. I can't take it. That's when I get the meltdowns. I mean, has anybody here ever had that? I know you've had that.
Yeah, as I said, I know I've had a few meltdowns when I was younger, when something changed. But now, if there's a rhyme and reason behind it, I learn to accept it.
I like that. Yeah. But again, like I just feel that that's why I love it when you have friends who help you as well. Because when you feel like you have a meltdown and you're like, I got no one to talk to, I feel like crap. Oh my god. Oh my days. finally, I'm talking to people that understand me. They got the same traits as well. Hey, FYI, LSW. They have a little mental health section or vent a little, which is in which basically we let it out. It's better to let it out than to bottle it in. And I think
for definite.
I think that is amazing, hands down, and yeah, just they are a streaming family. They're a wonderful family, and you know what? They deserve the recognition. Let's put the link back up again.
A wonderful bunch of people.
Absolutely, positively. Yeah, definitely recommend them. Something more. Any other autistic trait that I'd like to know about? People with ASD, autism spectrum disorder. So people with ASD often have problems with social communication and interaction, or restricted.
That is true.
And restricted or repetitive behaviors or interests. With ASD may also have different ways of learning, moving, or paying attention. Yes, that
is true.
That's so.
Because back in my school days, I was more of a visual learner than a listener learner. I was more on the visual side. I usually had like images in that to help me understand things. Even now, when I sometimes watch YouTube videos, sometimes there are captions available. Or if I'm watching streaming stuff, I use subtitles to help me listen to the words.
I do that as well. If they're gonna have subtitles, for fuck's sake. And my family don't like that. I'm like, yeah, but I want to stay. You gotta let me have that. I don't want to keep using that as an excuse, for God's sake. I know people use that as an excuse. I don't want to use it as an excuse. I don't think of autism as a bad thing. It's a gift. We think of it as a
Dazzy
gift.
has DM'd you, apparently, Don.
Oh, again, sorry?
Dazzy has DM'd you, apparently.
You DM'd me, Dazzy boy.
Apparently.
Wait, thank you very much, Dazzy. I will read that later for sure. Thank you so much again. Absolute legend you are. Oh, you know what? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're gonna love this.
Okay.
Can an autism person live a normal life? I don't even need to answer this fucking question. Of course you can. Autistic people can live a full life. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Being autistic does not mean you can never make friends, have relationships, or get a job, but you might need extra help with these things. Well, again, no shit, Sherlock.
Oh dear.
Sometimes I like to think that, you know, we autistic people, we have a thing where it's like stupidity, like we don't have stupidity. Stupidity is questioned. This is stupidity. It's very questioned.
Oh, for sure.
That was ridiculous.
Sure, we might need extra help on things, but it doesn't mean that we don't know how some things work.
Yeah. Yes, we may have things that we need help on, but it doesn't mean we're walking around wearing a dunce cap.
Exactly.
I hope the fucking hell we don't have to wear them. Jeez Louise. Oh, that's actually one of the things when I found out my daughter had autism as well. The way she was walking and the hand flapping.
Oh, yeah.
She had that. I remember she had that when she was young. So I understand completely on that. And again, it is hard to be a father to an autistic child in which you have autism yourself. But I try and live my life. I just carry on for her, and that it's tough. It's tough. And you know, to all those autistic parents who have autistic kids, I feel you, man. I feel you. It's a way to put it, really. But yeah, I respect you as well. Hands down. Hands the fuck down, I do. Right. Is there anything else you want to know about Neurodiversity? Or should I go down? Or should I go back down on that list, by the way?
Oh, feel free to continue on with your little list. I'm learning a bunch of stuff here as well as you are.
Well, we have got about 10 more minutes left, so let's make it count.
Hell yeah.
Right. I did not know about Tourette's. I didn't know that Tourette's was on there. So, I think we all know what Tourette's is, by the way. You don't know what it is? Well, I'm gonna read it out then. So Tourette syndrome, known as TS, is a neurological disorder that may cause sudden, unwanted, and uncontrolled rapid and repeated movements or vocal sounds called tics. TS is one of a group of disorders in the developing nervous system called tic disorders. I knew that, and I actually know someone who has Tourette's.
Ooh.
Interesting, because he does swear words, but he finds it funny. To hear him laugh is no, really. Like, to hear him laugh at his own stuff that he talks about, it makes me, honestly, it melts my heart.
Aww.
You know, because, like, if he's having a good laugh, then great. There needs to be more.
Yeah, I know that some people who have Tourette's, there are some who can control when they have a tic, and then there are those who absolutely have no control over it at all.
Oh. Oh, I know I found out as well. Like, is Tourette's brought on by stress? So, it is a neurological disorder in which symptoms that are made worse by stress. So it's not basically, it's not based on stress, but the Tourette's would get worse if you had stress.
Yeah.
I could see that happening, hands down.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know that one of the companies I mentioned is actually a theatre group I volunteer with, and they have like this big access list of people who have various disabilities. And so, for example, if someone was a wheelchair user, they would remove one of the seats to let them sit there. And if someone was, like, say, hard of hearing, they'll position them to a caption show, where they have like a big screen of basically a subtitle screen. And at some shows, they have like a British Sign Language interpreter who is translating all of the dialogue in the show towards those who are hard of hearing.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't really do stuff like that. Oh, look at that, everybody. Now I'm the one that's like, the more you know. I like that.
Well, no, I'm one of the people are on that access list. So.
Wow. Oof, again, you learned something new, am I right, everybody? Oh, this is a good one here. Can you get Tourette's in adulthood? So they can range from mild to severe. They also impact a person's daily life, including work and relationships. TS is often associated with children, but around 10 to 50% of individuals with TS experience signs in adulthood. So it's a very low chance you'll get it when you grow up.
Yeah, so for me, I find that with my autism, I was on very high on the spectrum when I was younger, but as I grew older and matured, that has gone down to like on the mild side.
I see. No, I definitely have high functioning autism because that's what I got diagnosed as. High functioning autism, learning difficulties, stuff like that. So yeah, it's very I don't want to say it's tough. I mean, there are moments where it's tough, but I don't want to think it's like it's completely tough at all and all like my life is over, because it really isn't.
No, of course not.
If I'm making people laugh, I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
My weird stupidity, messed up stuff, whatever it is, and they're like, "Fun, you're funny." It's my own.
Oh, you're defo funny.
I do the best I can. There you go. That's the best way to do it. Ooh, is Tourette's a form of autism? That's something I actually want to know. So there are similarities in terms of both ASD and TS having movements associated with them. However, we can conclude that those movements are very different indeed. Although they may look similar, the causes behind the movement features of TS and ASD are different. So, in a way, it's a no. They're both two different things, really.
Yeah. So for an autistic person like myself, sometimes we like to do what is called fidgeting, which is basically play around with something to distract our hands. Like, for example, a fidget spinner or this cool moving cube that I got from the youth hub at one point.
Fidget spinners. What are your opinions on them, by the way?
Well, I know that I have one, but I only used it once and haven't touched it again.
I was like, what? I remember, like, the first time they came out, and I went, what the fuck? It's a fidget spinner. I tell you what, this is actually a true story, and you're gonna love this. The first time I ever held a fidget spinner, I span it, I looked at it, and I was just like, Billy, I think I know where this is going to go. It's like, what's that? I put it down on the grass, and I got a golf club, and I smacked it in the air. And you were like, what was that for? My testosterone dropped 500 points for touching that fucking spinner. How dare you? How fucking dare you? It's a crime to autistic people. The thing is, he wasn't even autistic. He wasn't even autistic, and he's holding that. I'm like, nah, bruh. Fidget spinner, put it on there, 4, boom. I wished it was bigger, because then I would have field goaled the damn thing. I'm terrible. I just don't like them. I just don't think they're very cool. Yes, they got different kind of things. I mean, there's now fidget spinners in which you spin them, and then they've got like a little pistol on there with little darts in there. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
What?
Yes.
I know I've seen some crazy variations, but that seems to be the craziest.
That is the craziest one ever. Where it's like, it's a fidget spinner, and then it's a gun. And then I saw a fidget spinner turning into a lighter, and I'm like, oh yes, because that's exactly what I want to do. I want to rotate a flame. It's not me, right? Please tell me it's not me. I just don't... Like, I just don't find them cool. Everyone's got their own... I mean, if you like them, you like them. That's fine. I'm not going to judge you or anything. I'm just not a fan of them. If anything, it's like, but it's supposed to be for good for autistic people. No. How dare you? How dare you? You don't Superman for autistic people. I know I keep talking about that where like, why do you keep doing like Superman 4? Like, have you seen the movie? It's terrible.
Well, I've heard it's terrible.
Oh, it's terrible. One of the most autistic things that me and my friends used to do, we used to do this thing called Bad Movie Mondays, in which the rules are you have to pick out a really bad movie, you have to watch it, and you have to sit through that movie without ripping on it.
Ooh.
And if you rip on it, you have to drink.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, it was horrible. I finally reached my limit when I was watching Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, where I had to fucking reference that movie. I had moments where I was just like, I mean, nuke the fridge? No. Aliens? Oh, you were close with the aliens. When the aliens fled off to their ship and that, and Indy comes out of the hole and he's like, their treasure is knowledge, and knowledge is their treasure. I stood up and went, no! Give me the fucking ball! But no, trust me. Oh my god, oh my god. I wouldn't recommend that movie. But no, that was a very autistic trait where we just like, are we just torturing ourselves watching bad movies? I mean, we stopped it because, you know, I don't think our livers could handle it anymore.
Fair.
But my god, it was funny. Funny as
Yeah,
fuck.
one of my traits is, as I said, I love reading, but I absolutely love doing recitals. And there was a point where I could recite the first Lego movie word for word. There was a point I could actually do that.
Oh god. Yeah, it's going great. It's going absolutely great. And you know what, everybody? I do believe our time is up.
Aw, already?
That was, yeah, we hit the 2-hour mark. Everybody, this has been a very amazing episode, a very emotional episode, a funny episode, a bit of everything, really. And that's truly remarkable. And I thank you all so much. And because of that, you get claps, hands down. It's because for those that have autism, those that have ADHD, those that have dyslexia, depression, anxiety, Tourette's, all that lot, like, you're not alone. I know, because we talked about it for 2 hours, and we understand what it's like. So know that you're not alone, and we have wonderful communities that accept your gifts, not your differences or your speciality, whatever. No, your gifts. You have gifts. Take pride in what you have. That's the best way to put it, really. And Pudsey, thank you so much for being on this, and thank you so much for picking this topic. This has been one of the most emotional episodes by far.
Aw, you're most welcome. For those of you who are interested in what I do, I'm a variety streamer. I stream a whole bunch of stuff. You can find me over on my Twitch channel, iHeartPudsey99. I do Minecraft Mondays, Favourite Fridays, and Slow Sundays.
And you're gonna
on my
this.
Twitch channel.
I have a button on my stream deck for that. Go check out the link, everybody. My guest, iHeartPudsey99. There's the link. Please give her a follow. She deserves it. She deserves it. We play Fall Guys together, and it's funny.
Yes.
And everybody as well, remember, this is going to be on the official podcast page, on the Spotify podcast page, so that's the link there. And the theme song was done by my solo persona, and this background music is done by Michael Nicholas. It will show you the link there, basically. And yeah, just thank you very much for taking part. And these are all of the Discords that feature on this show. The Gibberish Crew, the Gamer Guild, we got Infiltrate and Assist, and last but not least, LSW fam. LSW. Going for a full ECW vibe there, eh? Love it. So, yeah, go check out these links, please. Would love to have you here again, like I said. And again, Pudsey, thank you so much for this one. This has been a great episode.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me, Don. And who knows, you might see me around again on Don's channel, and you'll probably see me again on my own channel. But I have to do my classic outro here, because I know Don is going to go soon. Until we meet again, because I know we will at some point, this has been Pudsey99, signing out.
And everybody, this has been Lounging Out, signing out, and we're going to be raiding Briscoe Dark Soul. Let's show some love. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time.